It is lovely to see the previous month and me just being so happy and ready to do things. However, I was doing the programming of the month and I realized, hold on, let's look a little bit forward on July. I'm gonna have no time on July. And some of these projects need to be finished for August, like the first days of August. So I have literally no time. I have to do everything this month, and also I need to do other things. So I have made up the decision of putting like priorities. Everything that is related with the festival is going to be top priority. And then I'm gonna still keep around me the Snow White. However, it's just going to be the upper part. So maybe, especially mainly the white shirt, because that's where I wanted to start. That I might. I'm not promising anything. Because again, the festival things are the priority right now. I need to do as much as I can this month again. And then maybe if I do have time, if I feel that it's going smoothly, then I can adventure, let's say, into other stuff. I did not realize this beforehand, so I was so excited with it. Oh yeah, I can now go fully into stuff. No, not that fully, but still, I think it is nice that it is a creative process. I do feel that because I have a time limit, that might actually help me, like pushing me into finishing. So that might be a good thing, but we'll see. Again, the whole festival thing, it's going to be fascinating. I'm going to try to write down as much as I can, both the things that I have to sew as well as the accessories. And once again, I'm going to try to explain what I do as much as I can, spend exactly, instead of just finishing and show it to you. I will try to do that again. I'm not promising anything, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, so I was preparing the plan of the month because again, I need to try to do as much as possible. And I did, the classic post notes, and this is the priority for the festival. So I have to do a couple of things, some which from scratch, but some of which have a very simple design, so it shouldn't take too long. Now I have a shirt that I need to do two times, one for another person. I'm thinking of doing a whole outfit for dancing because there's a possibility there might be some of that. And I wanted to do for a long time a very flowy skirt. I saw very interesting designs on the internet. I want to try it. And also, I find a very nice fabric. I mean, I got a very nice fabric for it. But I also had a very lovely fabric that also, it has like a floral theme, but it is so well you'll see it, but the point is that I think they look quite together because it's floral. So I think I'm going to use that other fabric to have a shirt, because I don't know if I have a shirt for at that type of flowy skirt. And I thought, again, I think it looks lovely together, so I'm going to try to do that. So I guess that's kind of two in one. Next, we have the dark fantasy. Now, I have some ideas running, but I keep on thinking, okay, I do have a lot of ideas, but I'm not sure if I want to go like dark, like kind of a creature, like really scary. But at the same time, like maybe I want something easier, something a bit more cute. I think in any case, what I want to do is a cape, because I want a cape, like a big one, and I think I should have enough fabric to do that. And maybe from then I can kind of figure it out, because I think that the idea of the cape could work for kind of either. So we'll see. Then of course there is another thing of the Celtic dress, the one, because I tried to wear it, but I realized it's too heavy. So I don't think I'm going to be able to wear it, at least the whole thing. I think I'm going to wear just the cover up, the summer cover up, that absolutely I need to wear it, but I still need to finish all of the golden details because it's so long and I have been doing other stuff, so I haven't had the time. But I'm going to try. I'm really, really going to try. This is one of those, like I maybe said, I don't know. Anyway, I feel that because there is this thing that could push me to do a bit more, so maybe I could use it. And then of course we have details, and that's going to be the last thing. In the sense that once I have all of the pieces together, and I have also all of the things that I'm going to wear during those days, I wanted to put everything together and find common ground on accessories. That way, also I have less things because I can wear some things with various things. This is because at the end of the day, I mean, we have we're going driving, yes, lovely, but we still have to have other stuff in the car, and I don't feel like, filling my bag with a lot of things for no real reason when I can do these things. But we'll see. I'm still quite excited, honestly. So I want to use this excitement to do as much as possible. So yeah, yay. Okay, today I have some time, so I wanted to try and do the one that I thought it was the bigger type of project, that is the dancing one. So I have the skirt and the shirt to do. I have some ideas because, again, I saw some things online that I was like, oh, I would love to do that, to have that, because, well, yes, it's a match of things, aka the fact that I have the fabrics that I think I could do it, and also the fact that I don't see that around a lot. Especially for me, I don't see it the way I want it, you know what I mean? So, I thought it would be nice. So this is the skirt idea. Oh gosh, of course, it's white, you cannot see it. Okay, yeah, you can see it a little bit better. You see that it is kind of uneven, and I think that the idea is that you have a square and then you do the circle in the middle to pass by, and that kind of makes it flow like that. So usually when you do a skirt, or the other skirts that I've done, you do a sort of a round part at the bottom. You don't do that here, you just let it flow like it is. And for that I got me this fabric. It was one of those that I didn't choose the amount, it was by kilo, I'd say. And it was a nice piece, so I thought, for the price, for the type of fabric, and I don't know if you can see it, it has tiny flowers. I thought it was lovely. But I also had this fabric, that it is kind of a, like you can see, very flower shirt, a skirt, sorry, fabric. And I thought that together they might look lovely, because more, it gives more volume, but both of them are quite flowy. And because the flowers are wide, I thought that, again, this could be a very nice match. Theoretically, it shouldn't be too difficult to do. What I need to then figure out is how I'm going to put it on, because if the circle is in the middle, I cannot do an opening like I usually do. I do have an idea, but I'm not going to say anything. If it works out, I'll show it to you. Next one, for the shirt, I have this lovely white fabric. This was, I think, a pillowcase, and I think it's lovely. And because it also has flowery details, I thought it would look lovely all together. You know what I mean? Like, do you see the vision? And I was thinking about a very, basically, the idea for base is a simple, classical. You have the back, you have the front panels, then you have the sleeves. But because these are a pillowcase, I don't have to be a big square. So I need to kind of figure out how can I use as much of the fabric as I can. Hello, today I meet you from here because I'm kind of shy. So I did not film this because, of course, I forgot, but I made the sketch. Basically, I did like I told you, genuinely. I caught it in the center, and that's it. I think what took longer was doing the seams, because these are big pieces of fabric. That was like, very monotonous work. But I did it, and it's fine. Yes, this one is white because, considering the designs are white, I didn't thought it would be a big of a deal. And like I told you, the question then was, how am I going to attach it? And I haven't finished actually yet, but it's almost there. I had this laying around. This is from an old pair of pants that were very, very comfy. And I thought maybe I could do something like this. I could cut a piece of the fabric and then add an elastic on it. That way I can put it on enough without cutting too much fabric, and that's what I did. And this is the result. This wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I had to pull and keep it tight, and sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I did punch myself in the face a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too fond of this piece. Like, yes, it does the job, but it doesn't really fit with the narrative of this flowy skirt. So I had this extra piece that I basically sewed in, and that's it. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna use it to cover up the elastic when I wear it. I need to figure out how am I gonna close it? I could just put it around and then put it inside, or maybe I could add one of my classical buttons. But that's whatever. I think for me it was important to have something that covers it up, because, again, I'm not too fond of it. And life keeps on going. And I have been working on the accessories. I already decided the outfits that I'm gonna wear. I have made up my mind, and I'm quite happy with them, actually. I still need to do some hand stitching, but in my defense, things have been going on, so I haven't had exactly time. But one thing that I've been doing is working on the accessories, because that's something that also, because it's a festival, I want to go out, I want to profit from this opportunity to really, get a little bit crazy. So, and I have some things that I always wanted to wear, and it will be lovely to wear them to this occasion. So I took everything out. I like to put everything in one big bag. That way, in the day that I have to use it, I just have to bring that in and know already everything that is in there. Considering that I might not have a mirror, it's just easy for me to do it this way. Some of the things I already started, like tiny details here and there. I do also like to profit from this occasion to repair things that I have. For example, this ring, the color has faded a little bit, so I like to use this opportunity to revamp it a little bit. Also, for example, this flower crown, I left the wires in. I'm not a huge fan, so I'm gonna redo it. Other things are fine, but also, like, for example, the earrings, I get a little bit sensitive, so I need to make clear that they are clean and that I put a clear nail polish coat just so they don't annoy me. So that's what I've been doing, basically. I'm not going to show you right away because I might change my mind. That's something that can absolutely happen for even the outfits. Yes, I'm even more certain and I'm more happy being more certain, but you never know. I also need to think about some other things in regards to the journey itself, in the sense of what I'm going to bring on my beauty bag, makeup, even though I think I'm going to go very, very simple. I don't think I'm going to do much because I'm one of these person, I sweat a lot. So even with the accessories, yes, we're going a little bit crazy, but not too crazy because after a while I might get oversensitive with that. So we don't want that. So I like to keep it still contained. But I still have some things that I'm really happy. Hopefully I'm going to be able to show it to you. However, for showing it to you, I'm going to wait because I thought about that regardless of if I go to the festival or not. I want to show you separately, that way we can go into it and I might be able to explain to you. So that might be a video on its own. And kind of also the idea is that depending on if I go or not, that might make that video a little bit different. But in any case, I will show it to you. I'm actually, again, quite happy of what I've been doing. So yes, we keep on going. Okay, choices have been made. I decided to make this video right now because yes, there are a couple of days left, but I might forget. So I just wanted to say that I decided that some of the things that I said I was going to do, I actually made them, but I made the decision not to take it with me. And yeah, I mean, on one hand, I'm happy because I was able to do it, and I'm quite happy with the result. Even if it's not fully finished as I thought about it. I mean, I wasn't going to finish it once I figured out I'm not going to take it with me. But for the things that I did take, I'm actually quite happy. I think it's important to accept that sometimes we dream big, we have all of these ideas, but the reality is I was a bit too excited, and in the festival, I'm not going to be that long. So I wouldn't have been able to wear those things. So I had to make some choices. I am happy with the choices I made, and the accessories is the other thing that I'm working on in order to, satisfy the creative aspect. But I still have things to do, especially things that I have to do by hand that I am kind of procrastinating. But I know I have to do them. I guess in a way I'm also kind of leaving everything ready to just be finished with, because that way I know next month I can just work on those things instead of working on the whole process of creating. Because when you're making something, I mean, for me at least, I usually change my mind. I usually have an idea, but then I decide not to. I do something, that I undo it. Like, it's a continuous thing that I need time for. And next month I probably am not gonna have any. So at least having something more clear to do and simple and at hand might be better. I also, because there's a couple of things that I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish, because I mean, at least not this month, because it's not for me, it's for other people. But I need the feedback, and until I meet the people, I cannot have that, especially the measurements and things like that. So yeah, we'll see. I'm still quite excited. I still have some ideas flowing, nothing too fancy.
but at the same time something that is fun to do as well, and try new things. There's a couple of things I've never done before that I'm actually quite happy about how they're coming with, but we'll see. And yeah, I still have a couple of days left, but until then, yeah, it's been an okay month, I have to say.
And the month is over. As per usual, I always think that I could have done more, but the reality is I did what I could, I genuinely did, so I need to be okay with what I did. Okay, first of all, I decided to leave outside just the things that I need to work on, which means accessories and some of the costumes. I decided that way because it's just easier for me to everything that's already done, put it away. It's all in one pile all together. So when I need to do the bag, I can just take all of that. And then here I have the things that I need to do. When it comes to the accessories, there's just that I need to use nail polish and paint and things like that. All of which I'm not too fond of using when I am in the room because the smell gives me a bit of a headache. So I'm planning on trying to find a space outside to do it, and or maybe do it in the morning and I leave open the windows so the air flows. I don't know, finding kind of a moment and a place to do it. That way I can do the things that I have to do. And yeah, it's not that much, but I'm not denying that sometimes you see things and then you get to see it and it's like, oh, I need to do more and I need to add more. But we'll see how it goes with that. Then there is these things. So we have the skirt here and there's another skirt here that I added some lace. Both of these are mostly done. I just need to add some details, closing some seams, and that's it, they're good to go. Then we have this is not for me, this is for another person. They're going to use it, and I decided I need to find also accessories for them. So this is a reminder more than anything to do some research of accessories that they could wear and they have the vibe of the costumes that we're working with. So I need to do that, and I'm gonna make the bag and I'm gonna bring everything there and they can choose at the moment, but at least it's clear what they have because I cannot bring everything and that would make no sense. Then I also made them some accessories in brown fabrics. Some of this is normal fabric and this is for pushing around the arms to make it seem like you're ready to fight. You know what I mean? That kind of festival vibe. Because yeah, I thought, yes, I have some accessories but not that many, so I thought of making some stuff like that one. I'm also working on a harness because yeah, I had some of the brown fabric that I was working for the Celtic project, but I have some extra, and I thought, okay, the things that I made for that one are a bit too heavy, like the arm covers, because this leather is a bit thick to have on the arms, and they told me not that much, but the normal fabric stuff, it's fine because it's cotton, so it's breathable. Then I'm gonna use the leather one that hopefully is not too heavy, and I'm making a harness. But because it's for the other person, it's the usual thing. Okay, I have to wait every time until I meet them again and I can take the measurements and all of that. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite happy because it's going nicely enough. It's allowing me to use that fabric to do something that I've never done before. And also another fabric that I also had that is brownish. I wanted to use that because chances are I wasn't going to use them for me. So using them for something is very, very nice. And then we have the Celtic cover up that I still need to do all of the golden details. And yeah, I need to do that. So I decided to leave everything here that I need to work on outside. That way, whenever I have the time, I can take something right away, work on it, and push away. That way, we're moving. There are certain things that I need to work on that I had an idea, or I wanted to wear something, and then I took it and I was like, it's not in a great state. So I need to try to repair those things. But I do really want to wear them. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, next month, again, I have no idea what I'm going to be able to do, how much am I going to be able to even film, because I know it's going to be a very intense month. But I'm going to try, I'm going to try. Many of these things should not require a lot of work, because usually on July, the summer activities, they are really tiring. Like, you really get very, very tired.
And so that's why I know that I'm not going to have the same amount of, energy to do things. But again, considering these are just finishing touches, hopefully I can find the moments to, work on those things. So yeah, we'll see. It's been an interesting month. A lot of things going on, ideas that went nowhere, but it's fine. It's fine. That happens. Maybe in the future I'm going to be able to develop them. And yeah, I'm actually quite excited because, again, if we are able to go and if I'm able to show it to you there, that's going to be so nice. Well, we'll see. In any case, again, hope you had a nice month, and I hope your next one is not going to be as chaotic as mine. I really hope you can create at ease, and yeah, just have that feeling of, yeah, I'm creating stuff, which is a very nice feeling. I have to say, yes, I wanted to do more because I always want to do more, but I'm actually quite happy with what I achieved, and yeah, see you next month.